Hi, this is Tushar Ramnan back on 99 workouts. और आज मैं इतना बहुत ही खूबसूरत माहौल में हूँ और इतनी शांति है यहाँ पे, मैं क्या बताऊँ. Only I can feel the breeze, the greenery all around, which is so rare, when you come to big cities. But the best part of 99 workouts is I get to meet very interesting people and I get to visit some very beautiful places. So I'm sure you're going to see something new in this episode, something new to learn about, and I'm going to introduce my guest in just 2 seconds. Hi, you're watching 99 Workouts with my new guest. Of course, I said there's a lot of Shanti here, and finally I have Shanti with me. जैसे हम हमेशा 99 Workouts में नए नए गेस्ट से मिलते हैं, आज हम शांति से मिल रहे हैं और इनकी फिटनेस जर्नी के बारे में पता करेंगे. मैंने जो थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड रिसर्च किया आपको शांति के थ्रू ही शेयर करेंगे. तो टेल मी शांति, आई बिलीव you were a typical housewife,
Yeah.
before, and how did you land up into fitness? And you apparently are now a trainer for a long many years. So how did this whole transition happen?
I have always been in fitness in school, college, but never really participated in too many. In schools, we had these races, and other than that, nothing. Got married. I was a housewife, and I'm very happy being a housewife. Till I came back to India. I was abroad. I came back to India, and suddenly I felt this void because kids were away in school. I didn't have anything much
Right.
to do, and I'm at home the whole day. And I'm a very active person. I cannot sit doing nothing. I have to keep doing something. So actually, it was my husband who pushed me, encouraged me to do the Reebok aerobic course just to keep myself happy. I did that, and then it started from there.
Okay. Wow. So, well, then I believe you were, abroad for a long many years, and then you came to India. I'm sure you would have seen that, the culture in West would have, was so, people were, doing Jane Fonda workouts and things like that during those times, I believe. And you ended up, taking up Jane Fonda workouts in India.
Yes.
So, were you a member there as well when you were in the US and other countries, or how's it? Like, how did you capture these movements?
I've always been a member of gyms in every country, and it was always Gold Gym
Okay.
because I've been fortunate to always somehow have an apartment close to Gold Gym.
Okay.
So it was always walking distance for me. So any gym that is close to your house helps, because if you have a gym which is close to your house, you will go.
Right.
If you have a gym which is too far, you're not going to really take that effort to drive unless you're a self-motivated person. So I was fortunate because I always, every time by chance, Gold Gym was always close to my house. So I've always been a member of the gym, and every group class that was there, I attended. And I enjoy people.
Right.
I enjoy when there is a group, because on an individual basis. So if you're working out in a gym on your own, it's just you and yourself.
Right.
Whereas if you're working out in a group, there is the energy of the people in the room,
Right.
which leads to a vibration which kind of spreads to everybody.
Right.
So the vibration that you feel is completely different in a group class. So I always never missed a group class. Then when I came back to India again, I started looking for gyms, and I found Gold Gym.
Okay.
So so I found aerobics there, and then I did my course, and then my trainer, my teacher, Bharti Khandelwal, she is an amazing teacher, and she pushed me. She said you have to start somewhere.
Right.
So that's how I started, and I must say it's been 14 years, and I love what I do.
Wow.
I love my work. I love it.
So you're watching 99 Workouts with me and Shanti. आपने अभी just सुना कि what has her journey been like, from a ordinary housewife, married, traveling, settled in foreign countries, and then moving back to India, doing a certification course, and becoming a certified trainer herself. For the last 12 to 14 years, she's been taking classes. But I believe what I've heard, I don't know how far it's true. There's just something which I've heard that you were diagnosed with a hole in your heart,
Yes, that's true.
and I believe you couldn't walk when you were 3 years old till 3 years old.
Yes, that's true.
From that kind of medical issue, now taking an aerobic class for last 12, 14 years.
14 years.
I mean, that is just a miracle. Like,
Yes, it is. It is a miracle.
yeah, I mean, could you just let us know?
When I was born, I was a very weak baby. So I was diagnosed with a hole in the heart, and the doctor had warned my parents that I would probably, if I survived the first year, I would live.
Wow.
I couldn't walk because I was so weak. I had to be carried everywhere, and I was till the age of 3. I was crawling, or had
Okay.
to be carried, and it was my brother's birthday, and when he was, it was his first birthday, and we had a cake for him to cut, and he stood up to cut, and he was brought there to cut the cake, and I was sitting on the floor because I couldn't stand,
You're right.
and I stood up
Wow.
because the cake fascinated me. So I stood up and I cut the cake. I mean, I saw him cut the cake, and these are stories that my parents have told me.
Right.
But since then, I've come a long way. So they used to always keep me, prevent me from participating in too many physical activities. I didn't know why.
Right.
And once when I asked them that why don't you let me participate in races, school, in events in school, and that's when they told me this.
Okay.
But maybe that kind of stuck with me, and I said that I can give it a try. Why not?
Okay. So, sorry to interrupt. So, tell me something, Shanti. When you take classes, like when you're doing classes from 100 beats per minute or higher, and things like that, and you've had this history with your heart, have you had any incidents where you felt that there's some issues still?
No, never.
Okay.
In fact, if I didn't know, if my parents hadn't told me about this, I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know at all because
Oh.
I don't feel anything, and I take before COVID I used to take 4 classes a day,
Wow.
and I do the whole class. So that's
Okay.
4 hours of workout for
Right.
me.
Right.
Because when I hear the music, something happens to me.
Right.
I cannot stop. My feet will move on its own. So I do a whole class, and I've never felt this. It's only because I know, because they have told me about it.
You're watching 99 workouts with me and Shanti. तो आपने अभी सुना कि she was diagnosed with a hole in her heart when she was a kid, and from there her journey to an aerobic instructor, taking 4 classes a day. Isn't that inspiration? So inspirational by itself, and it's very difficult for me to even digest the fact that there has been a medical history, and today I'm sharing and talking with her, and she's very open about it because it's her own truth. Tell me, Shanti, of course you did watch Jane Fonda and things like that. Now they say that that kind of workout is obsolete and it's mostly for women. Do you have men coming to your classes?
Oh, I have
and
lots
things
of
like
men in my
Okay.
class. So I take classes in a gym in Magarpatta here.
Okay.
In abs, I think it's famous enough
Right.
for everybody to know. And
Right.
I have more men in my class than I have women.
Oh, wow.
So I have about 25, sometimes it's 27. And out of the 27, I think there are 10 or 11 women, all the rest are men.
Oh, wow. So what is the form of style of routines which you conduct now? The classes, I mean. What style do you have? You have the step aerobics, or you
I
do
do.
combination?
I take Bollywood aerobics, which
Okay.
is I think I'm probably one of 2 aerobic instructors in Pune who take Bollywood aerobics, because usually aerobics is done on Reebok music,
Oh,
which
right.
is English.
Right. So
But,
is it self innovated, or do you watch videos and do something and incorporate those aerobic steps or something like that?
It's mostly self,
Okay.
yeah. But
Okay.
I do watch a lot of dance videos
Okay.
because, like you said, Jane Fonda, it's obsolete now. So the steps have to move. You have to change with the times.
Right. Right.
So I incorporate some dance steps as long as it goes with the beat.
Right.
It's fine.
Okay. So we just got through the Women's Day, International Women's Day, and so tell me something. your journey has been so interesting. Like, now you got into the fitness profession. Now you're earning from the fitness profession since a while.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to, can you convey to women who are still, waiting, who have medical issues and who are still waiting, will start with the workouts? We are already, 3-4 months down this year.
Right.
But I see that, there's a lot of people still yet to begin. They're still waiting to venture out. Abhi Monday, Tuesday and things like that, and summer season after
Yeah,
exams and things
never
like that.
happens.
So, when would you what would you like to, what is your message for the women?
I think there is no time which is good to start. Every time is good. So
Right.
I think if, um, unlike the olden days where women did not really go out of the house,
Right.
step out, or the only workout that they did was walk,
Right.
there's so much more options that we have today.
Right.
There is so many more opportunities, so many more places, so many more gyms, so many more activities that we are open to us today. Unlike the old days where there was nothing much. So I think we should just grab every opportunity, and health is more important. If you have health, you have everything.
Right.
If you have wealth, you have something.
Right.
But if you have wealth and don't have health, what good is the wealth going to do to you?
True.
So your health is most important, and every woman should take care of their health, because if you have a healthy wife in the family, the husband is automatically,
Right.
she's going to cook healthy food for him. If you have a healthy mother, the kids are,
Runs,
it just works in that way.
Right.
So women are the main, what would you say?
I think the
main,
movers.
the movers.
Yeah.
Like this, you could say the boss of the
Right,
family in
right,
that way.
right, right.
Because if a mother is happy, the children are happy. If a wife is happy, the husband is happy. So
Correct.
it's very important for the woman to be happy, healthy, and if she's healthy, she will be happy mostly.
Right, of course.
So, and if she is healthy, then the generations that follow, the children learn by example. So if the mother is healthy, she's working out, and the children see that my mom looks good, or is not falling sick as often, or she's able to conduct activities in the house, like take care of the
Right.
family, take care of the house, and they will follow.
Right.
They're setting an example, so they will follow. So you've started it, and it just follows down the generations.
Right.
So
So nicely summed up. I hope that this particular episode will be an eye opener for a lot of people, especially for moms and housewives and women, and also people who have had any medical issues. There's nothing to worry about. We've had a live presence of a guest who's had a serious medical issue, and from there she has bounced back, and come through a long journey. Today she is a certified instructor, conducting classes and taking care of health and wellness of all the people who come to her class. And of course, it's all livelier and healthy and fun also. So thank you so much, Shanti, for featuring on my new episode. And please do keep watching 99 Workouts. Like, subscribe, and comment on this channel, because this gives us inspiration to feature more and more interesting fitness journeys. Thank you so much.